Today, I'm going to show you the top common mistakes the foreign travelers make at Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto. This video concerns a lot of people. A great majority of travelers coming to Japan visit Kyoto, the ancient capital of Japan. Most foreign tourists in Kyoto visit Fushimi Inari Shrine, Kyoto's #1 tourist attraction with foreign travelers. This video gives you secret tips that helps enjoy your visit to the shrine with a lot more fun. I'll say, after watching this, you'll have increased your travel fun by 50%. So stay tuned until the end. Common mistake number 1. Don't use the main approach to the shrine. There are two ways to go to Fushimi Inari Shrine: Keihan Railway Line and JR West Line. If you're taking the latter one, the entrance is right in front of the JR Inari station. But there's a better way to give you extra adrenaline before entering Kyoto's most popular tourist spot. Skip the main approach and keep going along the road for 1 minute, and you'll find the secondary approach on the right side. This is one of the highlights of the shrine. How can a street be more festive than this? Lots of people, shops, and restaurants. Just some interesting must-eat items I'll show you later. These food stalls make the street feel like a busy night market. If you like a serene and traditional main approach to the enter, don't forget to enjoy this festive vibe on the way back to the station. Common mistake number 2. Don't expect breathtaking, beautiful Torii Gate tunnels on travel guides. Most nice pictures in guidebooks are Photoshop manipulated. This is a reality. It's so crowded like a morning metro in Osaka. How can I get the picture of Torii Gate in a quiet feel? As I said, Fushimi Inari Shrine is the most popular tourist destination in Kyoto among foreign visitors. Over 10 million people visit this place each year, which is absolutely insane because Kyoto's population is only 1.5 million. Here's the solution. The left side tunnel is much less crowded because once visitors go up further in the mountain, they have to take the other trail on the way back. About 80% of the visitors choose to keep going further. This tunnel is always quiet. Just wait 3 minutes and you'll have a chance to take a nice picture of Torii Gate only. Just make sure you loop the two tunnels multiple times to get the best shot before going up the mountain. This is a footage that I took when I came on the first train at 6 a.m. Despite COVID, I saw some people already, including serious photographers. Remember that just being early doesn't necessarily guarantee what you expect. This small area feels more relaxing than the grounds where the main worship hall is. You can buy lucky charms and amulets here. If you're traveling on a tight schedule, you can go back from here, which makes your visit at the shrine is only about 40 minutes. Common mistake number 3. Don't think that Fox is a god here. Fox images are everywhere on the ground here, which reminds us that the fox is the deity of Fushimi Inari. No, that's not true. Fox is just a messenger of the main deity of rice harvest. Her name is Ukanomitamanokami, which almost nobody knows or cares about. Whatever the context is, people respect Fox images as sacred objects in which the deity resides, as well as Torii gates, which are originally things that marks the boundary between the sacred world and the human one. This is the final restroom on the trail. Beyond this point, there'll be no restroom. Common mistake number 4. Don't do your business along the trail. Shinto is a polytheistic religion. This sacred mountain is considered home to thousands of deities. They reside in anything like stones, trees, and even water. Don't even try to think about it. You'll be peeping on deities, which inevitably makes you badly cursed. To avoid that, drove by a tea house on the trail. There are dozens of them in the mountain. The unspoken rule is that you have to order at least one item before you leave. Common mistake number 5. Don't miss the most spiritual area. What's this? So many mini shrines and torii gates in this area. Many stones. It is a graveyard? No, this is an Otsuka shrine area. Otsuka is a new form of religion that occurred about 150 years ago between Edo samurai era and the Meiji period. It's a belief that anyone or any group of people can create their own deities and to build the shrines to honor them on the grounds of Fushimi Inari Shinto Shrine. Unlike other confessions, Shinto is a polytheistic religion that is comparatively tolerant of different beliefs. The shrine okayed these new beliefs on the grounds, and the Otsuka areas have grown bigger than the Shinto one. Those stones are holy symbols in which deities reside. They are mostly groups like small businesses, local communities in towns and villages, and associations of any activity. It feels so spiritual. This Otsuka area is called Ukanomitamanokami Shrine, the first area the tourists hit in this mountain. Fushimi Inari is not just about the Torii Gate tunnel. There are dozens of other mysterious areas on this holy mountain. Anyone can donate to the deity, whether they have shrines here or not. The mini Torii Gate is the best offering on which you write your name and address. The largest one is 80 USD. The world's most expensive candle is 80 USD. It burns a whole day, I guess. There are always people buying those candles. Fushimi Inari Shrine was built in the early 700s to honor the deity of rice harvest. Fushimi is the name of this area, and Inari came from the Japanese word rice grows. But to donate and receive benefits from the main deity, you don't necessarily have to be the farmer. As the commerce developed in medieval Japan, people started to honor the main deity as the deity of a successful business. This is why 90% of the donors are businesses, from individual ones to large corporations. We have reached the Mitsutsuji intersection. If you want to see both Torii Gates and spiritual Otsuka area on a tight schedule, turn left and go down the mountain. The time you spend in this shrine is about 1 hour plus 10 to 20 minutes. To explore more, turn right and keep going up. Common mistake number 6. Don't look at them in the eye. It's very rare, still, you can encounter some wild animals in this mountain. I saw monkeys in other Kyoto temples multiple times, and I found that they're quiet and even peaceful. But experts say looking at them in the eye means you want to pick up a fight with them. So don't do that. If you think about testing your courage by coming here at midnight, you should also think about the risk of encountering wild boars, which are nocturnal animals that can occasionally attack humans. Make sure that you don't lose way late at night. Some neighborhoods in this Fushimi area are so rough The Kyoto locals tend to avoid them. Common mistake number 7. Make sure you always have a bottle of water in summer. This is a tea house. You can eat a light meal. What is it? 50% more expensive. Kyoto is notorious for its crazy hot summer. It can be almost 40 degrees Celsius with insane high humidity. Don't forget to keep hydrating yourself. There's always a risk of heat stroke, and if that happens, an ambulance won't come to this height right away. Yes, we make it to the terrace. We can overlook the whole city. In winter, the view is awesome. That is Ataguyama, Kyoto's highest peak. I don't believe that they built a massive Shinto shrine on the top. That is Nintendo's headquarters. Before becoming a multinational corporation, it was a family business making playing cards. This is the Yotsuji intersection, where you can rest looking at awesome views. From here, you can reach the summit by going around the peaks. Which way should we go? Common mistake number 8. Don't go counterclockwise. This is a dead end. It goes to an Otsuka area. Going the right way is not a good idea. Halfway to stairs going up and down. I know it's ultimately the same calories to burn whichever way you go. But you have climbed up for 1 hour and you do not want to do that again right away. Going this way makes you relax and ready to challenge hard hiking. It's so quiet here. Way different from the first tunnel that we went through. If you visit the shrines in spring, I highly recommend coming morning. The birds sing so nice, especially Japanese nightingales. I don't know who invented this. Anyway, it's greater than rocket science. These torii gates make nice shades that protect us from sunlight, still letting the air breathe in. Just remember this. As we go higher, so does the drink price. Another Otsuka area. This is for people who need to cure eye diseases. Medieval Japan had a disproportionately large number of blind people. When a Western doctor came to Japan, which was just open to the world, was shocked by too many eye disease cases. Today, people who came to pray at this shrine have no eye diseases or eyesight problems. Instead, they want to achieve better insight and foresight for businesses, the stock market, and even horse races. Because Inari Shrine has become a deity of business, I can see a lot of company names on the dedicated torii gates. Watch out for wild boars at night. Unlike Buddhist temples, there's no entrance gate or entrance fees in Shinto shrines. Common mistake number 9. Don't miss the most spiritual experience of Fushimi Inari. It's too bad. So many people miss this Gozendani Otsuka area. I think this is the most spiritual and mysterious place on this whole mountain. In the rainy season of June and early July, the stones are all covered with moss of emerald green. In winter, they're covered in snow, which is absolutely fantastic. From here, you have to go up the steep stairs. Watch out for wet paint. You can build your torii gate. The prices varies according to the size, starting from 2,000 USD. Coffee? We have reached the tea house. This is a place where you can have a spiritual experience. The spring here is considered sacred water, which makes you healthier. People believe that deities reside in water. They make coffee using holy water. The water quality is super soft. The taste is incredibly mild. This is a must try when you come to this Yakurikisha Otsuka area. After taking a holy power, I feel I can go up anywhere so easily. I will show you other spiritual experiences in Fushimi Inari. This area is very popular with Japanese visitors. Omakaru Ishi, or heavy light stone, is a sacred object in which a deity lives. There is always a long line. This is what you do. Throw a coin and make a wish. Imagine how much the stone weighs. Then grab it and hold it up to know how heavy it is. If it's lighter than you thought, your wish will come true. A little weird experience. This half-dead pine tree is considered extremely sacred. It's neagari, or root raised in Japanese, which can also interpret it as a value up. So many elites working in the stock market come to pray at this shrine. If you want to gain money from stock investment, this is a place to come. They do anything and everything to keep this old pine tree root alive. Eating and drinking on the holy path is considered disrespectful to the deities. You can understand eating, but drinking should be overlooked. It's very hot, and everyone needs to avoid dehydration. Believe it or not, people in rural areas still think eating on the street is impolite. Going around the peaks takes about 40 to 60 minutes. Not everyone tries to do it because it can be hard or they don't have time. I'm sure if you do, you won't regret what you did. Fushimi Inari Shrine was built in the 700s, and so was the Torii Gate Tunnel. No, that's not true. They only started to build the gates 150 years ago. Few people know that it's a new invention. Yes, we finally made to the summit, 233 meters high. This is the Otsuka area. Common mistake number 10. Just be reminded that there's no clear overlook from the top of the mountain. It's too bad. I still have a sense of achievement though. It feels very spiritual here. The whole area is considered sacred. Just sitting on the staircase is not respectful. People say these torii gates are historic. Not really. Visiting a bunch of them was a new invention. Each one of them has a date on it. This one was built in 2015. This is 2021. (2007), 2017. This was built 3 years ago. The average age of the torii gates is said to be about 7 years old. They are made of wood which can decay in several years. A donor has to pay to build a new one every 7 years. How much money can the shrine make out of this business? We came back where we started. Going around the peak takes about 1 hour. I think half the visitors decide to go around. Soft corn tastes great after sweating a lot. Why is the ground around the Chozuya Purification Fountain so wet? I don't think people do it in the right way. Don't drink the water. Don't put your hands in the water. That is very disrespectful. They will be cursed by the deity for sure. It's a very simple ritual. I'll show it. First, a little bow. Then scoop the water with a dipper and cleanse the left hand, and then the right hand. Scoop the water again and put it in the left hand and cleanse your mouth. You don't have to rinse like after brushing your teeth. It's just a ritual. Scoop the water again and cleanse the handle. That's it. Drinking Chozuya water can be dangerous, especially in summer because it's not treated. Nobody wants to be seriously sick abroad. Washing hands like after doing business is the worst thing to do. It's a ritual to clean your soul before entering the holy world. Following what other people do doesn't help much because they're from Taiwan, China, Thailand, and other countries that don't have this ritual. Shinto is a unique religion only to Japan. This air is so mysterious. This is unreal. Buddha statues in a Shinto shrine? It looks very historical because until 150 years ago, people mixed the two religions together. After the government banned this practice so strictly, it has almost gone. This street is lined with new religious shrines. They tend to be half Buddhist and half Shinto. How come they cut the holy torii gate into two? This act looks anti-Shinto. We came back to the main worship hall area. Smoking would not be excused in any circumstance in the holy mountain. Burning the cultural heritage would be the worst thing that we could imagine. Pets and eating on the trail are not allowed. Common mistake number 11. Don't miss must-eat items. There are some places to eat that you should try on the secondary approach to the shrine. Inari Zushi is a must-eat in Fushimi Inari Shrine. It's a small rice bowl wrapped in a deep-fried tofu. People named it Inari Zushi because they believe the fox loves deep-fried tofu. It's a little sweet. I think this place has the best Inari Zushi in the country. Last but not least, eating a sparrow is a long practice ritual here. They are so gross. Rice farmers thought this bird was their number one enemy. They picked up rice and eat before harvest. Fushimi Inari is the deity of rice harvest. You can try this stuff in other places than this. It smells weird. I taste all beef liver. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.